Chosen one, Luxury Day has been released for you. You are in control. The energy has shifted in your favor. You can feel it. It's subtle, yet undeniable. The air feels different. The silence feels charged. It's not your imagination. It's divine confirmation. A day has been released in your timeline that carries your name, your energy, and your reward. A luxury day. The moment where everything begins to align with your higher frequency. This isn't a coincidence. This is coordination from the divine. For so long, you've been working quietly, believing deeply, and waiting patiently. You've given without recognition, trusted without evidence, and sacrificed without applause. The divine has seen every seed you've sown in secret, and now it's time for public harvest. Your luxury day isn't about vanity or indulgence, it's about vibration. It's the day when the universe mirrors back to you the worth you've always carried within. Before we go deeper into this revelation, watch this message until the end. Not because of words, but because of energy. Every sentence carries activation. Every pause is a portal. And when this video ends, go to the comments and type your warmest wish and the number 144. The divine sequence of manifestation and alignment. As you write it, visualize light moving through your fingertips, transforming your wish into energy that the universe cannot ignore. This is your way of saying, I am ready for my luxury day. I am ready for divine reflection. Now, chosen one, press the hype button like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's start. Chosen one, the divine has been preparing you for this level. Luxury is no longer a fantasy for you. It's a frequency. You've learned to embody peace before prosperity, gratitude before gold, purpose before possession. You've passed the unseen tests that few understood. The nights you cried in silence, the moments you nearly gave up, the decisions you made to stay kind when bitterness was easier. All of it refined your energy. That refinement is what qualifies you for this new level of life. Your luxury day represents a shift from lack to leadership. It's not about showing off wealth. It's about showing others what divine alignment looks like. You are not chasing material things anymore. They're chasing you. You've become the magnet because your vibration has matured. You no longer move from desperation, you move from direction. The divine trusts you with abundance now because you've proven that your soul cannot be bought, your values cannot be shaken, and your peace cannot be priced. This is the season where you will see your inner world mirrored in your outer world. The elegance you've cultivated in spirit will now appear in form. Your surroundings will begin to reflect your self-worth. The opportunities coming to you will match your vibration, high quality, intentional, graceful. The divine doesn't release more until you become the version of yourself who can manage more. And now, that version is here. This is what "you are in control" truly means. It's not about forcing outcomes, it's about frequency command. When your energy is aligned, you no longer have to chase, convince, or strive. You speak with clarity, move with confidence, and attract with calm. The universe reads that stillness as mastery. And mastery magnetizes miracles. You'll begin to notice how your world starts to respond differently to you. People who once ignored your light will now feel drawn to it. Circumstances that once blocked your progress will begin to rearrange themselves. What used to feel like resistance will now feel like readiness. The path ahead of you is clearing because your vibration is commanding alignment. You are not waiting for blessings anymore. Blessings are waiting for your permission. This is the power of divine control. It's not manipulation, it's mastery. You're not controlling others, you're mastering yourself. You've learned to regulate your emotions, guard your energy, and protect your peace. You've stopped reacting and started responding. You've realized that your power lies not in what you chase, but in what you allow. And now the divine says, you are ready to live in luxury because you have learned to lead with love. Luxury isn't always about gold, cars, or mansions. It's about waking up without anxiety. It's peace in your chest. It's clarity in your mind. It's having options without obsession. It's walking through your day, knowing that you are guided, guarded, and gifted. That's the true wealth, the kind that cannot be stolen because it wasn't earned through struggle, but through surrender. Chosen one, your energy has matured beyond measure. That's why this moment was released for you. You've entered the frequency where nothing is too big, too far, or too delayed. The divine is saying, all timelines are aligning in your favor. Everything you thought you missed is making its way back to you, improved, refined, divinely timed. You'll start to sense the shift in your mornings. The air will feel lighter. Your thoughts will feel sharper. You'll wake up with quiet excitement instead of worry. That's how you know your spirit has entered a new vibration, one that attracts wealth, beauty, and divine ease. You are in control now, not of the world, but of your world. Your thoughts, your reactions, your focus, these are the tools that shape your reality. And now, they're all working for you, not against you. As this energy amplifies, life will begin to mirror your internal peace. Unexpected blessings will arrive as confirmations. You'll meet people who align with your purpose. You'll be invited into rooms you didn't even know existed. And you'll realize luxury isn't found, it's felt. The divine wants you to experience what it's like to be fully supported, not because of luck, but because of alignment. You've earned the right to relax. You've earned the right to rest in assurance. You've earned the right to receive. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to declare. Declare that you are ready for your luxury day. Declare that you are no longer available for struggle. Declare that your peace is permanent, your faith is unshakable, and your blessings are unstoppable. Because they are. And this day, this divine moment in your timeline, marks the beginning of a new chapter where your energy writes the story and the universe provides the ink. You are in control now, chosen one. Not because you force outcomes, but because you've learned to flow with divine order. You've mastered the art of allowing. You've become the calm in your own storm. And now, everything you've ever desired is learning how to orbit around that calm. Chosen one, this is where everything begins to expand. The divine didn't just release this luxury day for your comfort. It was released for your confirmation. This is your proof that your energy shift was real. It's your reflection point, your reward for choosing growth when fear could have frozen you. You've outgrown survival energy. You've stopped begging the universe for small mercies and started claiming your inheritance. You no longer vibrate on the frequency of lack. You vibrate on the frequency of legacy. Your presence now carries evidence of elevation. That's why everything around you feels different. You're not seeing change. You're becoming it. For years, you've been in spiritual training. Every loss, every delay, Every heartbreak was an initiation. Those seasons taught you emotional discipline, how to feel pain without becoming it, how to face rejection without reducing your worth. The divine was teaching you how to hold energy, because the higher your vibration, the greater your responsibility. Luxury isn't random. It's a response, a reflection of how much mastery you've gained over your own emotions. When your inner world becomes peaceful, your outer world becomes prosperous. When your heart stops fighting, your hands start receiving. That's the law of alignment. And that's exactly where you are now, aligned. Your vibration has reached a frequency that the universe cannot resist. You've become a beacon of balance. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer rush, you radiate. The divine now trusts you with more because you've learned to handle less with grace. Before this moment, your life may have felt like an uphill climb, constant lessons, constant stretching, endless refining. But that was preparation, not punishment. You weren't losing, you were being leveled. The divine was removing what couldn't rise with you. You had to become lighter for the altitude you were destined to reach. Now, this is your confirmation that the wait was worth it. The luxury day that has been released isn't a single calendar date. It's a vibration you've entered. It's a dimension of existence where everything flows in harmony with your higher self. From this day forward, you'll notice divine order showing up in your schedule, your finances, and your relationships. Things that once required effort will now unfold with ease. But I need you to stay awake, aware, because your power is growing. This kind of abundance requires presence. It's not enough to want more. You must embody more. Embody calm. Embody certainty. Embody worthiness. Because the universe doesn't give you what you want, it mirrors who you are. And right now, chosen one, you are the embodiment of divine worth. Let this awareness sink into your soul. You are not just being blessed, you are being trusted. Trusted with wealth, trusted with influence, trusted with visibility. The divine knows your heart is ready, your motives are pure, your energy is refined. You are no longer the version of yourself who needed validation. You've stepped into sovereignty. You are in control now, not in the way the world defines control, but in the sacred way. Control to you means flow. It means knowing when to act and when to align. It means realizing that power is not in forcing outcomes, but in trusting timing. This is what true luxury feels like. Effortlessness born from energetic alignment. Now that this day has been released into your timeline, expect the signs. You'll start noticing subtle synchronicities, repeating numbers, songs that speak directly to your heart, conversations that feel divinely orchestrated. You'll begin to feel that quiet certainty that everything is being rearranged for your highest good. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Chosen one, luxury is not the reward. You are. You've become the wealth you used to seek. The divine has already written abundance into your aura, prosperity into your path, and peace into your presence. And from this moment on, your life will begin to reflect what your spirit has already accepted. Overflow. Chosen one, what you're about to experience will not make sense to the logical mind. That's how divine abundance works. It doesn't arrive according to your plans. It arrives according to your preparation. You didn't need to predict this moment. You only needed to become ready for it. Luxury is already unfolding around you. quietly, but powerfully. You may not see all of it yet, but the signs are there. The atmosphere feels different. The energy around you feels charged. There's a quiet pull toward ease, grace, and alignment. That's not coincidence. That's the evidence of divine orchestration. Your life is starting to move in rhythm with the higher order. You'll notice doors that once seemed locked begin to open without resistance. People who once doubted your path will now seek your insight. Opportunities that seemed distant will find their way to your presence with perfect timing. It's as if the universe has taken your blueprint and placed it in motion because it has. But remember this: divine luxury doesn't announce itself loudly. It arrives softly, cloaked in peace. The blessings that are about to meet you will not create chaos. They will create calm. That's how you'll recognize they are from the divine. You've entered a season where your spirit governs your reality. You're no longer chasing after outcomes, you're magnetizing them. The divine has seen your endurance, the moments when you kept moving even in silence, when you continued believing even without results. That faith was your investment, and now the return is exponential. Luxury Day is not just an event, it's a frequency upgrade. You've stepped into a new spiritual economy where everything flows differently. Ideas turn into income. Connections turn into collaborations. Silence turns into strategy. You'll begin to see how divinely aligned everything has been all along. You're being positioned now, not just to receive wealth, but to wield it with wisdom. You'll find yourself walking into environments that mirror your new vibration, spaces of refinement, creativity, and expansion. You'll attract people who speak your new language of calm success and quiet power. There will be no competition, only collaboration. No struggle, only synergy. And yet, the most luxurious thing about this new chapter is not the wealth itself. It's the peace that accompanies it. You'll realize that true luxury was never about acquisition, but about alignment. It's the freedom to wake up without fear, to move without anxiety, to love without expectation. That's what the divine wanted for you all along, freedom disguised as wealth. Chosen one, this shift in your reality is not fragile. It's fortified. It's been built on years of internal work, forgiveness, patience, and faith. You didn't skip steps. You took every lesson and turned it into light. That's why your blessings will be sustainable, because your spirit can hold them. This is where many people stumble. They receive abundance but forget who they became to reach it. You won't, because your soul has been refined by humility. You will remain grounded in gratitude. You'll understand that what's coming to you is not luck, it's lineage. It belongs to your purpose. Now that you're standing in alignment, the divine will begin revealing more to you. You'll receive instructions in dreams, messages in numbers, clarity through silence. You'll start to recognize divine timing not as waiting but as weaving. Every delay was designed to connect threads that you couldn't see before. The people who will cross your path next aren't random. They're divine partnerships, soul-aligned allies sent to elevate your purpose. Together, you'll birth creations that carry spiritual wealth, ventures, projects, ideas that uplift not only you, but those connected to your light. Your Luxury Day symbolizes this convergence. It's not the end of a journey, it's the unveiling of your divine network. Every connection you make in this season will serve expansion. Every conversation will plant a seed. Every opportunity will echo divine intention. But as this wave of abundance rises, remember, control does not mean possession. It means stewardship. You're not being given more to keep it. You're being entrusted to flow it. Money, influence, opportunities, they will come to you easily, but their purpose is to circulate through you. You are the vessel through which divine prosperity moves. And that is the highest form of control, to guide wealth without grasping it. Chosen one, you've entered the dimension where life responds to your vibration instantly. This is why it's essential to stay in emotional integrity. The universe is mirroring your internal climate faster than ever. Gratitude multiplies your gain, fear delays it. Speak only abundance. Think only in expansion. Feel only alignment. You'll soon realize that every thought is currency now. Every emotion is an investment. Every choice either builds your empire or breaks your energy. But don't let that scare you. Let it empower you. You've been trained for this level. You know how to regulate your energy, how to transmute negativity into focus, how to turn doubt into faith. This is why you're in control. From this moment forward, every breath you take is a signal to the universe. I am ready for more. And the universe is responding, not in theory, but in form. Luxury has found you. Chosen one. But not because you demanded it, because you became it. Chosen one, now that you've entered your season of luxury, your next evolution is not about receiving more, it's about remaining aligned as more arrives. Because when abundance grows, energy intensifies. The frequency of wealth can amplify whatever already exists within you. That's why peace is your greatest protection. This is what divine control truly means. You don't command wealth through force. You sustain it through stillness. Your inner calm becomes your authority. Your emotional balance becomes your fortress. The divine isn't testing you now, it's trusting you. Trusting that the abundance meant for you will not corrupt your peace, but deepen it. You've learned that luxury isn't chaos, it's clarity. The most beautiful spaces are quiet. The most powerful souls don't shout. The wealthiest energy is peace. The world may still chase the illusion of more, but you've discovered the truth. The real luxury is alignment. You're beginning to embody that truth naturally. You no longer move with desperation. You move with direction. You no longer look for signs. You are one. You no longer need validation, because your peace is proof. The divine doesn't have to convince you anymore. It simply communicates with your energy. Your vibration has become fluent in faith, and as you maintain this energy, you'll notice that everything you used to chase begins to chase you. Wealth begins to orbit you like light around a source. That's the reward of alignment. You stop striving and start magnetizing. The universe no longer responds to your words. It responds to your worth. But understand this. As your energy expands, the divine will refine your focus. There will be distractions disguised as opportunities, noise dressed as confirmation. You'll have to choose discernment over desire. Not every offer will align with your new vibration. Not every door that opens is meant to be walked through. Some doors appear simply to test whether you've learned restraint. Luxury, for the chosen one, is not measured by excess, it's measured by elegance. Elegance is the art of choosing peace over pressure, presence over performance, truth over temptation. You've reached a level where your silence is more powerful than other people's noise. In this new energy, You will begin to attract attention, not because you demand it, but because you embody it. People will feel drawn to your aura without knowing why. They'll sense stability, safety, and strength in your presence. You've become magnetic, but not in the way the world defines it. Your magnetism is spiritual. The divine has crowned you with authority over your atmosphere. You can walk into a room and shift it. You can speak one sentence and shift perspectives. You can sit in silence and still lead with energy. That's how the chosen ones rule, not with control, but with composure. Now that your luxury day has been released, the universe is watching how you carry it. This is not surveillance, it's sacred observation. The divine wants to see how you move with the energy of abundance. Will you lead it with gratitude or lose it to greed? Will you serve the flow or try to seize it? Remember, chosen one, control without surrender becomes chaos. You are not meant to manage every detail. You're meant to maintain your vibration. When you do that, everything else organizes itself. Money becomes magnetized, people become aligned, and opportunities flow like rivers to your feet. You'll also notice that your perception of wealth is transforming. You'll start defining richness in new ways: time freedom, creative expression, health, harmony, laughter, serenity. Money is part of your luxury, but not the whole of it. The true wealth is living from a place of wholeness. This realization will protect you from the illusion of more. Because sometimes, the divine will withhold certain things, not to punish you, but to protect your peace. You'll start to thank the divine for what didn't happen, because you'll realize not everything delayed was denied. Some of it was divine timing disguised as detour. You are not behind, chosen one. You are being positioned. Everything that is meant for you is already aligned with your energy. You don't have to fight for it, prove yourself for it, or compete for it. What's yours recognizes you. That's what control feels like. Not tension, but trust. From this point forward, everything you touch will carry a higher frequency. Your words will manifest faster. Your ideas will find momentum. Your energy will open doors that effort could not. You'll see the difference between being busy and being blessed, between movement and manifestation. And as this awareness deepens, your connection with the divine will feel stronger than ever. You'll begin to sense when to act and when to allow. You'll feel when to expand and when to retreat. You'll start to understand that divine luxury doesn't come from doing more. It comes from being more. Chosen one, this is your mastery season. This is where your control meets your calling. You are no longer surviving on hope. You are thriving on harmony. Every decision you make will reflect your new identity. Calm, clear, confident, connected. And the divine is saying to you now, this is just the beginning. You've entered a chapter where your energy governs your economy. The wealth of your world will now expand in proportion to your inner peace. That's why this season is sacred, because everything external is responding to your internal alignment. The luxury day was not given to you just for personal reward. It was given to demonstrate what divine alignment looks like when it becomes visible. You are living proof that peace produces prosperity. So hold your vibration steady, guard your energy fiercely. Protect your peace like it's the foundation of your empire, because it is. You are in control, chosen one, not because you dominate, but because you align. And alignment is the highest form of power. Chosen one, Now that you've entered alignment, everything about your existence begins to influence the world around you. You no longer just experience abundance, you embody it. You've become a walking vibration of wealth, peace, and divine assurance. Your energy has matured into something that others can feel. You're no longer only receiving blessings, you are becoming one. People around you will start to notice it before you speak. There's a calmness in your presence, a stillness that carries authority. That's the divine working through you, the energy of mastery. You've reached a level where your silence teaches, your patience inspires, and your peace heals. Luxury is no longer just something you attract. It's something you emit. Your vibration is currency now. The way you walk, speak, and listen carries power. You'll start to see people drawn to you, not because of what you have, but because of what you hold. You hold frequency, not force. You carry peace, not pressure. You project alignment, not ambition. And yet, this new phase comes with a sacred responsibility. When you rise, the universe doesn't just elevate your life, it expands your influence. You are being entrusted with the power to inspire others to awaken. Your light is not meant to be hidden under comfort. It's meant to illuminate pathways for those still finding their own. You'll begin to attract people who are lost, uncertain, or quietly breaking. Don't see this as a burden. See it as confirmation. They are drawn to you because your light carries medicine. Your peace is the proof that healing is possible. You won't even need to give advice most of the time. Your stillness will remind them that safety exists. You've become an atmosphere changer. When you enter a room, energy recalibrates. When you speak, confusion dissolves. When you smile, people remember hope. This is what divine luxury feels like, the ability to bring clarity wherever chaos once lived. The divine has chosen you not only to receive wealth, but to embody wisdom. Because wealth without wisdom collapses, but wisdom sustains it. You now carry both. Your luxury day was not just a financial breakthrough, it was a spiritual graduation. You've been given authority to demonstrate what divine wealth truly looks like. Peace in motion, purpose in manifestation. This is why you're being introduced to new levels of influence, not for fame, but for function. You are a divine example of what abundance looks like when it's aligned with purity. Your wealth doesn't make people envy you. It makes them believe again. It reminds them that miracles are possible when faith is consistent. And now, your words are being amplified. The divine will begin giving you ideas, messages, and visions that carry transformation. Whether you speak, write, build, or create, your work will become infused with sacred impact. You won't just accumulate resources, you'll circulate revelation. Everything you touch will begin to carry the frequency of upliftment. This is how divine luxury evolves, from personal comfort into collective awakening. You've reached a level where your abundance is not about you anymore. It's about what moves through you. You are becoming a living reminder that wealth and humility can coexist, that power and compassion can hold hands, that luxury and service are not opposites, they're allies. You'll start to see how every blessing you receive becomes a bridge. The money you make, the spaces you enter, the people you meet, all of it will serve a divine blueprint, far greater than your own success story. You are a vessel now, a divine conduit through which the energy of prosperity flows into the world. And here's what's extraordinary. You won't have to try to inspire anyone. Your existence will do it naturally. The divine will position you in moments that seem small but carry immense meaning. A conversation at a cafe, a stranger's message online, an unexpected connection. Each one will carry divine coordination. You'll realize that you don't have to plan the impact. You just have to stay aligned, and the divine will use you organically. Your influence expands in silence. You'll notice that those around you begin to heal simply because you listen without judgment. They see in you what they wish to see in themselves, proof that peace is possible. You don't need to solve their problems. Your stillness gives them permission to find their own. That is the highest form of teaching, to inspire discovery rather than dependency. This is why you were chosen, not to lead from a pedestal, but to walk among others as a living reminder of potential. You've become evidence that faith creates foundations stronger than fear ever could. People will look at you and feel something awaken in them, not jealousy, but remembrance. The remembrance that they too are divine, capable, worthy. You are helping them remember without even trying. And this is where divine control deepens. Because when the divine trusts you with influence, it also trusts you to stay humble, to stay teachable, to remember that being chosen is not about status, it's about stewardship. You are here to guide by example, not to boast, but to bless. Because true leadership isn't about standing above others, it's about walking beside them with light in your hands.